What is going on, guys and girls? It's GhostRobo, and welcome back to more Splatoon. You're a kid, you're a squid, you're a kid, you're a squid, you're a kid now, or hopefully you at least feel like one, because Splatoon makes me feel so freaking happy. It's quickly become my favorite multiplayer game of 2015, and frankly, I don't know what's going to top it. What we're looking at right here is my personal best round ever, my highest scoring Turf Wars match of all time, and I'm pretty darn proud of it. I was lucky to play with Andre from Game Explained in a bunch of matches with and against him, and I watched his squid kid running around and learn some tips, which I am using here. The main one is aiming your gun a little bit up. You cover ground so much better that way, because remember, the ink drops as it falls. It's not like it just goes to the end point and drops there. It drops the whole way along its path. So if you're shooting a little bit of an upward stream, you're going to cover max distance. And with the Splatter Shot Junior, like, I'm really able to get so much quick fire and so much distance. You're seeing we're crossing 500 points in less than a minute. That's insane. 45 seconds, and we've already reached 500, and we're on our way to 600 real fast, and it hasn't even been a minute yet. Another thing about these high score rounds is you kind of need a little help from your team and from the other team. You know, the higher scores are indicating that there has been more change in map coverage. So you either need a team that is really good and your team isn't so good, or you need two evenly matched teams so that the colors are changing constantly so you have more ground to cover. If it's a one-sided match in your favor where you're constantly dominating, it's a lot harder to get a high score, especially since kills don't reward you. And in some cases, it's almost better to not kill the opponent if you want to maintain a high score or reach, you know, your personal best. I found following opponents is sometimes a great way to pick up easy points rather than killing them, which I did there just for sport. If you follow them, then you're able to just cover their tracks as they move through. We've cleared 1,000 in 2 minutes, a full minute to go, and I'm already in quadruple digits. Splat God status has been achieved, and it means a whole another level of Splatoon perfection, because we are working our way towards the 1,400, 1,500, 1,600 mark. How high will we get? 56 seconds to go. There's only 5 maps. A lot of people have worried about that, and now that I've played a bunch of hours of the game, I can say that it is a little bit concerning, but they are planning on including new maps very shortly after launch, and we'll be releasing new free DLC in terms of modes, items, and maps, which is quite promising, and I think will add a lot, because each map does have its own very unique feel. The rounds play out differently based on the maps. You kind of develop these patterns and these pathings, and just sort of your style of play, I feel, is a little bit different. You're tracking through the map, depends on, you know, what the scenery's like, what the setting is, and how open the map is definitely determines how much confrontation is allowed, and also what kind of weapons are most successful. So for example, in the maps that have more corners and tight spaces, the charge guns aren't as effective, but in a map like this, or Assault Spray Rig, like, the charge shot is definitely a better gun. 1360, 1362 in the round. That is my best ever, and as you see, it still ended up being pretty even though I got a bunch of points. I end up doubling up people here, and we finished the round with a whopping 1,662 points, 4 kills, 0 deaths. That's my best round of all time. Let's see if you guys can top it. Get out there and play the game later this week. You won't regret it. I swear this is one of the most fun games that has released in a long time. Original, unique, and pretty darn pro as well. It definitely has some hardcore elements to it in the single player in terms of the different challenges you can get with the amiibos, and then obviously in multiplayer in terms of how competitive it gets and how much you can sort of perfect your style and your weapons. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you've gotten a higher score than this, and until next time, guys and girls, drink so much salt. Thanks so much. Have a fantastic day, and we'll see you all later.